According to a survey done by NPR, the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, and Harvard School of Public Health, parents were asked if their child had stress over the last school year from a variety of potentially stressful school experiences. About a third, 31%, said that their child had experienced a lot of stress. Nearly 4 in 10 parents with children in grades 9 through 12 and over a third of parents with children in grades 6 through 8 said that their child experienced a lot of stress, which rounds up to a good 74%. According to Mary Alvord, a clinical psychologist in Maryland and public education coordinator for the American Psychological Association, school can cause chronic stress, which can lead to a sense of panic and paralysis where the student feels stuck. Mental breakdowns. 60 students out of the 85 that took our survey said that they had a mental breakdown because of school. Dropping classes. Lauren Bigelow, now a college freshman, was once one of those high school students with crazy, stressful schedules. High-level academics mixed with sports, clubs, community service, and way too little sleep. Bigelow said in order to be able to control everything, she did have to cut down a bit and ended up taking fewer advanced placement classes than some peers and also dropped one of her 3 sports. Low grades. In our survey, we asked students, do you experience lower grades when you are stressed? 77 of them said yes, while 8 of them said no. So, you might be thinking, what's the history behind this? Well, school stress has been a problem for years within schools, and there hasn't really been anything done about it. There have been many articles about how teenagers are too stressed, but none result in actually trying to fix the issue. In 2011, the New York Times ran a front-page article about the homework restrictions adopted by schools in Galloway, New Jersey, describing it as a wave of districts across the nation trying to remake homework amid concerns that high-stakes testing and competition for college have fueled a nightly grind that is stressing out children and depriving them of play and rest, yet doing little to raise achievement. Therefore, we strongly believe that schools have the idea that if some people succeed, they think it is entirely possible for everyone to succeed as well. But what they don't understand is that everyone learns and works in different ways. Like once quoted by Albert Einstein, everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid.
We often ask why teachers feel the need to pile homework on students when they know that they already have some. Mrs. Hanson from Belle Plaine High School gives us her opinion.
I don't think it's a bad thing to have multiple things to do on the same day, though, because, in college you have finals, you have big projects, tests, and you just have to learn. I think it's a good experience for students in high school to have some of that, a little bit of stress, because
A survey was sent to grades 9 through 12 and asked how they relieve their stress. The responses were music, napping, focus on something else, Netflix, sports, running, relaxing, talking through it, be with friends, video games, reading, crying, or doing something enjoyable.
School doesn't cause stress, you put it on yourself.
School causes stress. Teachers put it on us by giving homework. Parents put it on us by expecting greatness. Peers put it on us by challenging us to do our greatest while they do their greatest. Here's Mrs. Nelson from Belle Plaine High School stating her opinion.
I think, yes, some students do, and then they realize, like I've talked to kids who've come back and who've graduated, and they realize I put way too much stress on myself in high school.
Teachers don't overload your homework. You don't manage your time well.
It's not always that we don't manage our time well. Teachers overload our homework. We have short study halls. How much are we supposed to get done in 45 minutes? We have little class time, maybe 10 minutes at the end of class to do our homework, and we have too much homework and not enough home time. We do have other responsibilities, you know. You may be stressed, but it's your duty to succeed.
Our duty to succeed. Parents expect us to bring home A's and B's. Teachers expect us to come to class with all our homework done. Potential colleges expect good GPAs and full-rounded students. The government expects you to be smart and take school seriously so you can go to college and work your whole life and pay their taxes, and etc. As we can see on the graph, at least 50 students of the 99 asked spent at least an hour or more on homework. According to this graph, we can see that the percentage of students with 6 or more hours of homework per week has been increasing since 2007. 38.4% of seniors spend 6 or more hours on homework or studying a week, not including other responsibilities.
We asked our peers if they felt that they got too much homework. 94 out of 120 of them said yes, leaving 26 of them that said no. We also asked our peers if they felt that they have enough time to do homework. 100 of them said no, and 20 of them said yes.
According to Erica Patino, who is an online writer and editor who specializes in health and wellness content, after-school activities offer real benefits to teens, but also leave them with less time to spend on studying and homework. She also stated that kids may feel pressure to join a lot of activities in order to get into college, which can lead to overscheduling.
The way teachers are trying to help.
It was refreshing to me to see once I started doing like blended stuff. That was my initial concern, was that kids are not going to manage their time, they're not going to get stuff done, but the majority of kids do get stuff done.
Blended learning, it helps with time management, and it rewards those who do their work and that are ahead of everybody else.
And it also gives us the opportunity to work in a better place that works best for us. If you work better at home where it's more quiet in bed, you have the opportunity to do that. And if you have good grades, you're rewarded to do that.
Yeah. And then with the optional assignments, it doesn't hurt you, but if you don't need points, then
you have no stress to do it at all. It's not stressful. It's the least stressful thing. And then if you do need points, you have the relief of being able to gain extra points.
Mm-hmm.
Higher expectations as we get older.
Expectation that's high. I don't want to say that it's higher than some of my colleagues in the other classes, but I think it's all of a sudden it's ramped up enough.
Teachers are setting high expectations, and you kind of see it the more older you get. With college classes, they set high expectations because college does set high expectations.
Mm-hmm. And they're trying to prepare us more, so they're more strict about their rules because they know that they have to be. And I know that Mrs. Nelson's class isn't a college class, but she helps us a lot get to college
Mm-hmm.
expectations.
Mm-hmm.
She helps us reach those.
Mm-hmm.
Students struggling.
I think students that are struggling sometimes don't want to ask for help because they are struggling and they don't want to seem that they can't do it. I think
for students struggling, the teachers and students don't connect, which I can relate to, as some teachers I just don't connect with, so I feel the need that I don't want to ask questions. So,
or if the student's scared, sometimes the students feel they have to know this information. They're oh, well, I'm supposed to know this. This is easy 8th grade stuff. I should remember this, and then they don't want to go in and ask for help. I know I'm that a lot in biology, 10th grade biology. I remembered everything, and now I'm in college biology, and I don't remember the little things, the little things that we're supposed to connect, and I feel scared to go ask,
mm-hmm.
and a lot of students struggle with that.
And that's also pairs with the teacher expectations. Students feel that the teacher expects them to do the work and know it and not have any problems with it.
Mm-hmm. So, we hope that you learned from this video that school indeed causes too much stress on students, causing them to not work to their full potential.
Therefore, teachers should work together to create a solution to make school a place where students can be psychologically healthy and safe.